Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellow7 Gaming, and we are playing Mech Warrior 5. And we are back one more time for an attempted invasion defense Davion. Now, I have played a little bit off camera. I said at the end of the last video I thought I needed to go down, just spend some time doing some lower level missions, get a little bit more money, maybe build up my mechs a tiny bit, and then we would give this thing another go. And in the meantime, I would think about kind of what went wrong and what we did. Now, I have not had a chance to purposely blow up a mech within the campaign so I could see the repair screen with heat yet to see exactly what it looks like. But what I did discover was that on my Kintaros that I can't edit load out because we're on a planet that doesn't let us do that. They had equal armor on front and back. So at some point I'd hit max armor and it had screwed up the balance of front and back. So these guys were running with significantly less front armor than they normally do. And that's probably what happened. They probably ran with it. They were brawling. You know, they're spinning with those little locusts and stuff that are machine gunning the whole time, and they just had no armor in the front. And they popped and ejected. That's the best guess at this point. However, that being said, there were also plenty of flamethrowers in that mission. And we have run into bugs with heat in the past. One night we were playing co-op, and anybody that tried to run the fire starter, when it hit the heat where it should shut down, it actually flipped into override with no kind of notice. And we had like 6 people blow up that fire starter randomly in co-op. So there are a few override / heat bugs in the game at the moment. I don't know how prevalent they are. I haven't seen them any time that I know of except that night. But we saw it almost every time that night. And I've never noticed it with a fire starter before or since. So there are issues in there, but most likely the issue was just the armor balance getting screwed up by the max armor. Or not screwed up, but I just wasn't paying attention. And I know better. I know it does that sometimes. So most likely this is just, lack of attention to detail, right? I think that's it. So what I've done is I've actually run, 3, 5, and a total of 9 missions. I ran 3 individual missions on one planet, hopped over to a second planet, ran 2 individual missions, did a repair, and then did a 4-mission multi-mission contract to wrap things up. That leaves us with 6.6 million. We are back on the correct planet, Skitui, as you can tell, because I can't click anything. I was going to change colors a little bit more than I have, but for the moment what we have is red is the primary color if you're a brawler, yellow is the primary color if you are a kind of mid-range direct fire support type of guy, and where's my trebuchet? And green, oh, I changed it to this orange, but I'm going to probably change it again for our LRM mechs. And then the color of the stripe is your primary weapon, basically off of what's on the pilot list. So this kind of off green, olive drab for the for missiles, purple for ballistics, and blue for orange or for energy. I am probably going to change it again. I've just been kind of putzing around with it. I don't even have this guy painted yet. I'm kind of thinking something along the lines of primary colors for the primary color, right? So we're talking blue, red. Oh, that's more orange. Let's kick over here a little bit. Orange and yellow. Now, this doesn't look exactly like our color wheel, but those are our 3 primary colors. And then for the primary weapon type, we would go green, orange, purple. Something like that. So primary colors for the primary color, secondary colors on our color wheel for our tertiary color there, and then we leave the white stripe. Something along those lines. But for the moment, this is a brawler, and his primary weapon is ballistic. He's got an AC-20 in there, so we'll kind of make him match for now. I've got Jello. Get down. 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 Down means down. It doesn't mean sit around and look around. I love you, but you're in the way. All right. I have moved the mic. I don't actually like you to see the mic in the camera, but I was trying to see if I moved it off the desk, if I get rid of some little bumps and dings and stuff that get transmitted through. I'd used foam and all sorts of stuff, but I don't have a proper isolator for this mic on this arm. So I was trying to get around with that, but I found last night I kept smacking it, and now as you can see when the cat walks through, she feels it's there just to rub her head against. So the whole thing changes on Sunday when I get a new Visa monitor mount, and that's going to change everything again anyway, so it doesn't matter, but we'll live with it today. All right, so I believe I bought a Thunderbolt at the end of the last episode you guys saw on camera. If not, this is my Thunderbolt. I would show you how it's set up on this screen, but we can't. We can do it right here. Fairly standard: 2 machine guns, 3 medium lasers, a large laser, and an LRM-15. I've run it once. In the multi-mission I ran it. It's okay. I did top damage in it. It didn't feel spectacular at any point, but it is what it is. And it's 65 tons, which is a spot, kind of a weight we need at the moment. We had a couple mediums, and then we had an assault, and a 70 ton. So we were really probably 65 tons is where we wanted to be, to have more of those mechs in the kind of the mercenary level 8 range. I purchased a Catapult K2. It's got 2 PPCs, 2 small lasers, and 2 machine guns on it at the moment. I believe it's standard medium, and I swapped those out because I just think for the heat and stuff, and when things get close, the smalls and the machine guns pair well together. And then I salvaged a Hunchback 4G in the very last mission, so we got an extra 50 tonner. It's an AC-20, so nothing wrong with that. We can click on that. I don't believe we've talked about a Thunderbolt, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll pull up the tech manual for the Thunderbolt. All right, as long as we're looking at them, this is the Hunchback 4G, and this is kind of your classic one, AC-20, couple mediums, couple smalls. I have changed mine, so it's all smalls. Again, it freed up a little bit more heat. This thing's rather dramatically under-armored. I got pop-ups telling me to update stuff. Normally, so the extra ton I saved was nice to get it back up as far as that goes. So Hunchback, introduced in 2572, the Hunchback is a medium to short-range brawler that rose to prominence during the many urban battles of the Reunification War. Widely known for its street-fighting ability, the Hunchback soon earned the respect and admiration of many mech warriors, though the original Komiyaba Nissan General Industries factories were destroyed during the Secession Wars. Kaliyama acquired the rights to design and soon began producing Hunchbacks for the Free World League. This one's supposed to have a burst fire. I did not have a spare burst fire, and it was destroyed because, as usual, every Hunchback that gets destroyed loses the hunch. And so when I salvaged it, it was minus the hunch because that's the first thing I target. So I've replaced it with just a regular AC-20. So AC-20 and 3 small lasers is what mine is. Let us see if we can find... Did we look at the Wolverine? If we didn't, this is it. I think we did. We've been on it for a little while. Introduced in 2575 as a newly created Star League Defense Force prepared for inevitable conflict with periphery realms, the Wolverine was produced in prodigious numbers. Conceived as a heavy scout capable of undertaking assignments too hazardous for light mechs, the Wolverine has served distinction through their sphere. I think that's exactly it. It's a heavy scout. It's not too slow, speed of 81. Its firepower is a little underwhelming, I believe, with an SRM-6 and AC-5 and a medium laser, but it generally tanks pretty well. So I think fast scout, a little bit of speed, a little bit of armor, a little bit of sniping to take care of some vehicles and stuff, but I don't really think it makes a great brawler, although that tends to be the role it falls into because it just doesn't have enough firepower to sit back and be super effective as a sniper. But you get in there, do a little armor sharing, and it'll do okay. It'll pull its weight. Our Thunderbolt, first produced in 2491, the Thunderbolt, or T-Bolt as is affectionately known. I'm not sure I know anybody that calls it the T-Bolt. Is a familiar sight throughout the Inner Sphere. One of the first mechs designed for planetary assaults, is renowned for its thick armor and heavy firepower, although later superseded by larger, more advanced design. The Thunderbolt's excellent design and fearsome reputation has kept it in production. This is a great all-around mech that I have found that the AI generally does very well in, to be honest. When we were doing the beta, this was one of the best mechs I found for the AI. We've changed ours up a tiny bit, but you can see here base 5S is a large laser, 3 medium lasers, an LRM-15, an SRM-2, and 2 machine guns. I believe I have knocked off the SRM-2 off of mine to up armor it a little bit, or I might have even added a heat sink, I don't remember. But ours is pretty close to stock past that. And finally, we got the Catapult here. The basic, standard, everyday, normal Catapult is an LRM mech. The A1 model, here it is right here, is just 2 LRM-15s. I think they're 15s. The C... It says C4, but I want to say in the game it says C1. Either way, it's 2 15s and 4 medium lasers. The Jester is a hero mech that is all an energy build, lots and lots and lots of lasers. And the K2, which is what we have, puts 2 PPCs up here instead of the missile buckets there. So That, I think, gets us up to date with the tech manual. And there we go. Get rid of that. So let's go ahead. I did hire one more pilot as well, just so we had a spare because we only had 4 at the time. So let's go ahead and actually make a run. We did hit level 9. I did get the message from Rihanna. I sat through that. When we're ready to talk about the stress call, I'll give you that video just so you see the little bit of story action that you missed. All right. I think we go with some repair builds. Do we do the rest for salvage just in hopes that we get a mech? Yeah, sure, why not? Probably better off to get the payout, but we got 6 mil in the bank at the moment. We're going to get 500,000 to pay repairs. Now let's figure out what the heck we want to do here. We've got 270 tons to work with. We have, if we just go with, let's just throw some, where is my, throw Thunderbolt. We'll throw our 2 65 tonners in there. Maybe we'll, for now, let's look at it with the trebuchet. I did change the trebuchet up a little bit. I knocked one of the LRM-15s down to LRM-10 to up armor it because it just didn't have very much armor. And hopefully that will help it out a little bit. We'll see. It is what it is. So that leaves us 90 tons if we wanted to go this route. So we could change things up a little bit. We could give myself the awesome again, which I did enjoy last time. But what if instead we give the AI the awesome? We've got an LRM-15. We've got an LRM-15. We could even, I was thinking of swapping, but he's got 7 for missiles and he only has a 3. Still, let's do that. Let's move Ferris and Freeman around, and we'll move the mechs around. We'll put Ferris up here. We'll put Freeman in back. Ferris is our new pilot, by the way. 24. More, well, I mean, ultimately it'd be a replacement for Henson or Cloutier. But you know, they're both pretty decent. Henson's got a 4. He's got a... If we're going to go energy, we're probably better off with Henson at the moment. But Ferris is only a 4, and we can level him up. So let's go ahead there, and we'll give him a catapult. And then we will put Freeman here, and we will give him the T-bolt, since they told us that's what we're supposed to affectionately call it, there. And that leaves me 60 tons to do whatever I want with. So I can personally now, if I wanted to, take one of the Kintaros, take the Hunchback. Not enough left for a Warhammer. You know what? This thing turns into kind of a furball. Let's go with this. So we don't have a strictly missile support mech here, but we do have missiles in back, and we do have a brawler, which will be me. So we can leave these guys more or less back on a spot. And as things come closer, I can kind of roll out and do a little brawling. I think that'll work. But then I thought the last 2 would work too, so what do I know? All right, we'll just kind of spread them off across the back there. I'm going to move, actually, this K2 back a little bit farther. F2, F4.
Navigating.
Target acquired.
All right, now I'm going to start to roll up a little bit, but I'm going to kind of stay behind these buildings some. I'm not too worried about... And they've already killed 2 of the 5 things. Once I get up and find some targets, they'll start firing LRMs if nothing else. Now, my one problem with the Hunchy is the hunch. You can't see to the right, which means you essentially have to NASCAR.
New target acquired.
How much ammo did I put on this thing? I've got 40 shots on it, so we don't have to be too sparing. But we don't need to waste shots either.
New target acquired.
And range on the small lasers is 150. So now we can kind of... There we go. Start to work on him.
Enemy eliminated.
I think we'll probably just sit here and face hug him for a second. Somebody shot me. Back. Friend or foe, I don't know. Probably that dude with the SRS.
New target acquired.
He is almost done. If we can get a back shot on him. Come on, turn to your right. There we go. Oh, we hit it, but not enough. Too much spray. Fine. I didn't really want to waste an AC-20, but at the same time, I wanted to advance the fight here. All right, guys, can you get on the cicada for me? Taking away one of his guns. Back my speed off, but keep moving. And I'm just going to small laser him for the moment. I don't feel a need to waste ammo here. He's going down. He's not really doing anything to me at the moment. A little bit of leg damage there. I'm guessing nothing else. LRMs or PPC. I mean, I guess we could just back him up here. There we go. My legs paced around.
They've detected your presence, Commander.
Drag him back here. Now I'm going to come all the way back here
multiple tangos of
regardless.
scope converging on your current position.
Probably don't want to be right here, but you know what? Screw it. Let's get our NASCAR going. PPC's firing all around us. Oh, that was a miss. We can't do too many of this. I got to make sure these shots count.
New target acquired.
I don't think my IC-20 ammo is going to last. And realistically, I got, less than 2 shots per mech.
Target destroyed.
He's down.
Target acquired.
We've got, 32 shots left, and I'm going to have 18 mechs left. So let's see if we can... I don't think I'll waste any on this guy. I think it'll just be small lasers. Up a little bit.
Target.
Got it. All right. We have a flyer somewhere, but I can't see him. Looks like they got
They
him.
look like they're heading your way.
They got him.
Target acquired.
We got another urban. I'm going to go for Irby Mech, see if I can take off his arm. There's something else in there, but I didn't get the target on it. I just wanted to cycle between them. I guess I could have hit T instead of R. It would give me a better chance.
New target acquired.
Other one's a Shadowhawk. Okay. But I think I want to get rid of that AC-10 first on the Irby. He's easier to kill. And of course, you want to duck back to your right there.
Enemy battle mech eliminated.
All right, we only used one AC-20 on him. We didn't ate a face full of LR. Oh, maybe they weren't aimed at us. Or aimed at him. Maybe they were bad guys shooting us. Can you stomp him? Not waste any ammo? Yeah, come on, get it. Get some.
Target acquired.
All right, let's move in here. Shadowhawk, I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to use cover on the buildings here for the moment. How are our dudes doing? It doesn't look like they've taken a shot. I'm the only one that's really taken any damage. Most of that in the back. So I need to maybe start to back up now. And we'll play it in back here and see what happens. I'll maybe sit back and just try to keep guys off like this when people roll in on them. And not really try to brawl anymore up front. Don't mind if I lose the arms. It's just a couple small lasers, but it's a cheap repair. But we don't want to lose the lunch.
New target acquired.
I ducked the wrong direction that time. Oh, there go my small lasers. Got the head laser left. All right, I'm going to back up. I think they got this. Maybe. See, they're shooting his legs. Head laser's always nice to have left, but As a small, it doesn't fill me full of huge confidence.
New target acquired.
Enemy mech down.
I'm wondering if we get an AC-20 shot on a leg here to finish him. Yeah, we got the good leg. There we go. That's exactly what we want. And again, I'm going to run away. Oh, I'm going to change my weapon group because I wasn't shooting that small laser. I didn't have it in the group. There we go.
Additional contacts just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Okay, I'm going to sit back here this time. And we're
Target
going to kind of
acquired.
see what we got going on.
Target is down.
Cicada. All cicadas? All right. I'm going to wait to see who rolls back here.
Target acquired.
We'll start taking some shots. More tanks probably on this one, I'm hoping. Yeah, another tank. Okay.
New target acquired.
I don't know who I hit, if anybody.
Taking too much damage. Component lost. Target destroyed.
So I got his leg. One small laser shot at a time. Meanwhile, hopefully they're taking care of everybody else. Or not. Alright, we might have to AC-20 some more people. There we go, both legs. We're going to tell him to shoot this dude for the moment.
The target.
Let's finish him out. He's got one leg left.
Mech.
Alright, let's focus fire the next guy. Hey, I actually got the leg with that. Sweep the leg! Things you learn from Karate Kid.
New target acquired.
Oh, I can't get it because it's a torso. Oh, I thought I got the kill with the head laser. There we go. Come on.
Destroyed.
There we go. Nice. All right, let's spin back around. We want to protect that.
Target.
Additional hostiles have
Okay.
been dispatched.
Freeman's in
They're
pretty
heading your
bad
way.
shape. I'm going to move him back up. We're going to go F3,
Moving,
F3. Put you
Commander.
back up there. Catapult's in good shape. I'm going to more or less leave him where he's at, but I'm going to move the awesome back up to
Going to
here.
request it.
Target acquired.
What do we got? We've got a
Holding
Vindicator,
at location.
a Thunderbolt,
At requested, Commander.
and an Orion.
New target acquired.
Let me tell him to kill this guy
We're on it,
fast.
Commander.
I think he's the easiest one to kill. I'll see if I can get behind him and get an AC-20 in his back. Be a little bit careful. I don't want anybody else to shoot me. All right, run away. Try to use the rocks here as cover. Vindicator's almost done. We saw where I opened him up. But,
Taking heavy damage.
Tango them.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
the Thunderbolt's probably the next. Oh, this guy's moving up. So let's go after
Engaging
him.
with Lance.
Sorry, Thunderbolt. Why are you way up here? I told you to go way back over here, right? Thunderbolt. Go up there.
Relocating to your order, Commander.
New
does he have left on?
Acquired.
Oops. Help if I hit the right thing. He's got medium lasers LRM. That's why he's moving up. He's just trying to get those LRMs in on, or medium lasers in on stuff.
Holding at your
See if I can
waypoint.
stomp this dude. Oh, and I missed with the AC-20.
Target destroyed.
That was bad, but he was with those machine guns. He was going to take my leg.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
All right, Orion's almost done. Oh, it didn't finish him. It didn't finish him.
Target destroyed.
That did. Okay. I've got 20 AC-20 shots left, though, and this is the last guy. Oh, all the helicopters and stuff added up. I could have been using a lot more AC-20 ammo on this. We'll arc a shot in. There's a lot of bullet drop, by the way, on these guys. The machine gun arms are messing with me. He's almost done.
Alright. I've received word that the
yeah.
battalion has now made landfall on the far side of the planet. I'm already seeing Leal troops rerouting to their location or falling back entirely. Good work.
We're running.
It looks like you've saved the Federated Suns from losing a significant strategic location.
Enemy destroyed.
Good, they got that guy. More people are landing.
Prepare for extraction.
Hopefully these guys take the fur ball themselves and tie these up long enough, yeah, for me to get up on the hill. And that is a victory, not a super well done victory. I was counting shots based on total number of bad guys, not on number of mechs. I just wasn't thinking. So for those of you that are yelling at the screen, Eric, you're still an idiot. Yes, some things don't change. Now we do have 20 salvage on this one, so we can get a Shadowhawk. I don't know what we're going to do with the Shadowhawk. The question is, do we take the Shadowhawk for 15, or do we take an Urban Mech, a Panther, and a Shadowhawk for cash? Right, because that's going to get us it's going to get us 5 mil versus 4 mil. We probably don't need another medium mech at this point. We've got Wolverine, Centurion, and Hunchback, and Trebuchet. So I think we do this just for a straight cash draw, and there might be gear on them. I don't know what's left on them, but it's something. That's a really good AC-10 burst fire too. I don't have the 5 points for it. What can we get for 1? What do you got for 1 point? A decent small laser. Yeah, I'm good with that because I'll use it. So we used our 20 points. We took 101.3 mil in damage. We had 500,000 in payout. So they paid out all of that. 200, 600. We made a tiny profit. So total payout was 1.4. 1.3 of that, though, goes to repairs. And then, so essentially our only profit is this here. But that's 3 mechs that we can sell. Quick cut jump there, I know, guys, from the end of the battle. Originally, I had recorded and just kept talking just like I do, and had like an extra, 20 minutes of talking afterwards as we flew around. But let me show you what we did quickly, and then we'll cut all that crap out. I have flown down from here all the way down into here. I was looking for, I thought there was an urban industrial zone out here, but I couldn't find one. Just from prices, we'll do better with Davion. This is 8, this is 8, this is 8, this is 8. That's 9. So, something like this wrapping back up. So I moved us down to here for the moment. I sold the 3 mechs that we got as salvage from the previous stuff. We had a Panther, whatever they were. You remember. You just saw them. And then I bought moved the Hunchback here so we can move them out. There's not a lot of them left anyway. But we'll hang on to them for now. And I bought a Stalker 3F, and I've modified it. I got rid of the LRMs on the wings, replaced them with SRM 6s. Also, you can see the original build right here. That's the standard build. I got rid of the 2 large lasers, replaced them with mediums, got rid of the 2 LRMs, replaced them with SRM 6s, added a little bit of ammo, added a lot of heat sinks, and this thing is going to be just a walk up and destroy you in one shot nuclear attack. So I think it's going to be amazing. The only problem with these is they're slow, so sometimes walking them up close enough to actually do all that work is the issue. But I mean, all of that in Alpha Strikes is just going to be nuts. So we'll see how it works. It's got a cooling of 3 at the end of the day once it was built. Awesome was repaired. Thunderbolt was repaired. Catapult was repaired. I talked about hiring a pilot. Did I hire a pilot? I hired a pilot. I hired Captain McGee here with a 20 and a 36. I think that was the hire I just did. And we dumped a pilot, not Farrell. I think Farrell's who we dumped, in case I missed that on camera. And that brings us up to date. We are right down here at Kazdak. We're going to run some missions in here. We can kind of look at what our factions are. Liao we're friendly. Merrick we're not, so maybe we stay here. But then again, we know that the next 9 that we can see up there is in Merrick. So maybe we start working on that now. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We do have about 3 different high-value contacts in the area, or contracts we could take. So back next time We've finally made it past this mission. Thank you guys for all your kind words, for all the comments on the test message or on the experiment videos as well as this one. It's been amazing. It's really nice to see the comments come in and have, you know, everybody talking. It's funny because my overall views are down, but my overall watch time is way up and the comments are way up. So those of you that are watching are really, holy cow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So thank you. That's you. There's billions and billions of users out there or watchers out there that don't do you any good, that don't actually care about it. And you guys clearly do. You're watching it. You're commenting. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Cheers.